Taste This is brought to you by Visit Oakland.
I have been known to cross the line, but today I'm doing it on purpose because I'm going to be making some chocolate. Channeling my inner Lucille Ball, I'm getting my hairnet on, and I'm going to go work the chocolate line.
I'm Leslie Sabraco. Come on and taste this.
All right, I have officially crossed the line now. Hey, Greg, I'm with the Bean Man. It's the thirsty girl meets the Bean Man. I love it. All right, we're gonna make some chocolate today, aren't we?
We are.
All we're gonna do is do beans, cracking, melanging, wrapping, sorting, blocking, winnowing, roasting, tempering, and I just wanna know about the eating part. Do we get to the eating part?
We'll get there.
Okay, the bean room. This is a quiet room.
This is our bean room. This is the quiet room. What happens in this bean room stays in the bean room. That's the slogan.
We're in the cone of silence.
We're in the cone of silence.
How many different types of cocoa beans? Like 3 different types of, yeah.
So most people will talk about Forastero, Criollo,
Right.
and Trinitario.
Right.
There was a paper.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. And then in 2008, there was a paper written that said, no. There's actually like 10.
Okay.
And now the USDA is working on a paper that says there's actually 20. I'd say we're a couple of 100 years behind grapes, where in the wine world, everyone understands
There's
all.
thousands of varieties.
Exactly,
Thousands.
exactly. Oh, do you want to see a fresh pod?
I do. It looks like something from Alien.
I always say that.
It looks like you could reach into your innards and pull that out. So this is the actual cacao bean.
Exactly. You
Open
can pop
up.
it in your mouth
Okay,
right now and try
I'm
it.
gonna do it. Let's just see.
I wouldn't bite into the bean. Have you already
No,
bitten in?
no, I
Okay,
haven't.
you're smart. How is it?
It's very mild.
Yeah.
And a little bit like a lychee nut, like a lychee. Yeah?
Like dead on. And these are unroasted cocoa beans, what some people would call raw cocoa beans. I don't like to use the term raw, only because these have been fermented, right?
Okay.
These are not live seed by any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
So these are unroasted cocoa beans.
And this is what you get in those sacks.
This is what we get in those sacks.
It's
And the
awesome
different
good.
varieties will have like different florals and fruitiness, and the pulp tastes very different. That sugar in that pulp is what drives the fermentation process. People on our production team will sort through these beans to pull out the bad ones. One batch of chocolate is 30 kilograms.
So small batch. We're talking small batch here.
This is tiny. Well, so now let's head over to what we do with them. Here's our roaster.
So it's roasting beans. So how long does this process take?
It's so we basically develop a roast profile for every single bean, and they vary from like 18 minutes to half an hour.
Okay. All right. So all you have to do is kind of crush it like that, twist it, right? Oh, there it is. There's the whole nib.
Exactly.
Look at that.
That's what we make chocolate out of.
Oh my God, that's good.
Isn't that tasty? This is an impact breaker. A bean comes down onto it and gets shot against the side and shatters. Which you can see there's like full beans and pieces of husk in there still. This machine here is a winnower. There's a vacuum that sucks the husk away. You can see we have nibs at the end of that process. The nibs are half back. It's like a peanut. If you grind up a peanut, you get a paste. So now what we have is melangers. There's 2 stone wheels and a stone bottom. And these stone wheels are grinding up those nibs.
So there is nothing more in here than the nib.
Well, nib and then sugar.
This is when
The
you
good
add the
stuff.
sugar.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So, and these are 70% cocoa beans, 30% sugar. Nothing else is in there. And then what you end up having is this like lovely smooth
So
chocolate.
all of your chocolate is 70% cocoa.
We make one 85% bar and 100% bar for the people who are like, sugar. Who
Die
needs it?
hard, yeah. It was warm. It was creamy.
Right?
It's got a little bit of bitterness. It's got a little bit of that zesty acid kind of. Oh my God.
Okay, you were in Belize.
And now I'm off to Costa Rica.
Now you're off to Costa Rica.
Okay. I get more spice on this one.
Right?
Very different tasting. Incredibly different tasting.
And that's why we do this. That's why we spend all this time traveling around the world to get cocoa beans. Now we're tempering. What we've essentially done, heat the chocolate up, melt all the crystals out, cool it down, and then reheat it so you're getting just the Form 5 crystals. If you don't temper correctly, what happens is the fat and those solids will split out and separate out from each other, and then you get that like weird,
that kind
like
of white-looking thing
exactly.
on top. Okay.
It's just fat. Okay, now you can see Dimitri
Fill the forms.
fill a mold, and then Kaya is vibrating all the air bubbles out. You want a beautiful chocolate bar, right?
You
want
don't
all
wanna-
the bubbles
but
out.
I gotta tell you, this reminds me of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
It does.
Factory.
It does. This is
like-
the waterfall. This is the
I want the
waterfall.
Oompa Loompas coming out. Oompa Loompa.
And then the last stage, sorting through the chocolate bars to figure out which ones pass.
Okay.
Quality control. So this is chocolate tempered just today, just for you.
And which one is this? Ecuador, Costa Rica,
This
Madagascar?
is Maya Mountain. This is what you tasted in the
This is
melange.
what I tasted in the melange. Belize, from the melange.
Belize eat this chocolate.
Through the temperer, in my mouth.
Right?
The important thing is the sound, right? I mean,
It's
with
the snap.
champagne, it's the pop. With chocolate, it's...
It's the snap. It's all about the snap of that bar.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
You gotta taste this.
So most of the stimulant you're getting in chocolate is actually theobromine, not caffeine.
I'm gonna do my little shot of theobromine.
The Oakland Urban Wine Trail provides the opportunity to sample fine regional wines right in Oakland, featuring 10 vintners from different backgrounds, offering a variety of specialties. Oakland's urban wineries are located in diverse settings, ranging from warehouse spaces to prime waterfront locations. The trail is walkable and accessible by nearby public transportation. More information about planning an Oakland wine tasting trip at oaklandurbanwinetrail.com.